Welcome to day 2 of the California Aquatic Bioassessment Workgroup meeting, CABW, and the California Chapter Society for Freshwater Science meeting. For those that weren't with us yesterday, my name is Allie Dunn, and I work at the State Water Resources Control Board and oversee the Surface Water Ambient Monitoring Program, or SWAMP, and the Bioassessment Monitoring Program is one of the programs that I oversee. I'm also joined by Angela DePalma Dow, and we'll be handing things off to her in a second here. But Angela is the president of the California chapter of CalSFS. I do have just a few kind of logistics to go through again for the second day, and then Angela's got some exciting news for the poster sessions that were held yesterday, and we'll talk a little bit about the workshop that's going to be held this afternoon. So for this second day, we have some really great talks lined up for that 4th session of CABW, everything from looking at macroinvertebrates and some more holistic monitoring efforts down into different monitoring methods, looking at eDNA, and we'll talk about nutrients and cyanobacteria and all kinds of great things. We'll take a break then around 10:50, 11 o'clock, come back for that estuary panel. Again, some really great talks focused on estuaries. We're starting to do a lot of more work in that way with the bioassessment program statewide at SWAMP and moving out of wadable streams and into more salty zones. So this should be a pretty interesting discussion. And then we'll break for lunch, and I won't go into the details here, but really great workshop after lunch that CalSFS is hosting with the TEK panel and great discussion there. And if you didn't get a chance to check out those posters, they're still up. The Zoom Rooms meeting link is in the agenda. So if you want to pop over there and check those out, feel free to. And you can do that anytime, but we just carved out some space for you if you're going to be here all day for the talks and workshop. And then we'll wrap things up about 4 o'clock. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to you, Angela.
Thanks, Allie. I appreciate that. How are you doing this morning?
Great. How are you doing?
So I'll just make one correction because the posters, we actually don't have the Zoom room up anymore, but they're available on our website. So I just put the link to the CalSFS website in our in the chat for everyone to see. And you can see the posters also from last year's CalSFS as well as this year. This year's posters were spectacular. We had 10 posters and 9 were in the student competition. You guys did a great job. All the students really knocked it out of the park. Some great scope of topics and great information, and the technical and the visualizations for these posters are just amazing. So everybody did really good. You know, the poster session when we do a student competition is not possible without judges. You know, we need to be able to have judges be able to evaluate posters and provide feedback for the students. So I just really wanted to thank John Olson, Kyle Leathers, Alyssa, Jasmine Shen, she won from last year's poster or lightning talk competition. Anna Holder, thank you so much. Ryan Carey, thank you to all the judges for help making this possible. It was really appreciated. And we did have some poster winners. You can go to the next slide. Who's ever controlling that? Yay. Okay. So we actually had a tie for first place this year. So Alyssa Scher with freshwater invertebrate composition depends on river salinity, and Morgan Clark's poster intersects condition of largemouth bass in an effluent dominated river. So both of those tied for first place, and they each won $100 for this poster competition prize, which is made possible through support and through CalSFS, through the members, donations from members and non-members, as well as some support from the Parent Society of Freshwater Science. And then second place, we had $50 go to Melissa von Meyerhauser with her poster From Stoneflies to Spiders, Integrating Aquatic and Terrestrial Invertebrate Monitoring to Understand the Effects of Effluent on Stream Ecosystems in Southern California. So yay, big round of applause to all the posters and the winners here. Thank you guys so much. Did a great job. And yeah, those posters are still up on the website if you want to check them out. And they'll basically be there forever. We're trying to keep tabs on all the work done through CalSFS. And so we just really appreciate all those that participated, both that showed up to the poster session and those students that participated in that. And this is a hard time of year to get together all your posters and present, because it's the end of season. Some are still doing field work and the semester has just started for them. Some are teaching, some are attending a lot of classes. So we really understand that this is a crux time in, a student's academic career, and to be able to come out and do a poster, we really appreciate it. And it really helps to further the society as well as our partnerships with CABW. So thank you so much. Okay, so today 1 to 4, we do have our traditional ecological knowledge session and panel. And these are our speakers here on the left. So we're going to be having a presentation from Sarah Ryan from Big Valley, Keith Parker from the Yurok Tribe, Anne-Marie Mendoza from UCLA, Dr. Beth Rose Middleton and Ada Stevenson will be doing a joint presentation. And Dr. Beth is from UC Davis and Ada is from California Indian Water Commission. And we really have a unique opportunity this year because we're going to have the first part will be the special session. We'll get to hear from each of the panelists, each of the speakers on projects they're working on now, things that are going on in their systems. And then we'll have the question and answer panel will be after that. And that'll be moderated by this cohort, this CalSFS cohort of fellows. So this is our first year doing a fellowship program, and the fellows give back to the society, and this is one of the ways, by participating and moderating this panel. And they're all interested in learning about TEK and facilitating TEK knowledge across the membership. And so this is part of the ways that they can do that. And so these are our fellows here. We have Robin, we have William, we have Kyle, and we have Melissa, and they're going to be moderating this panel today. And we do have another fellowship opportunity coming up. So if anybody's interested in being a fellow for CalSFS, you want to pay attention to our website. Around January, I think, is when we'll open up the next cohort, the next application. So if anybody's interested, make sure to pay attention to our website. You can always reach out to me, and we have our email too coming up here in the next slide, or next few slides. I'll have it posted. And we will be posting this on social media. We have a Twitter account at CalSFS Social throughout the day as well. All right, so if you're wondering about what CalSFS is, we really are a local chapter of SFS, which is an international organization now. So getting to the local chapter gives you really more in-depth networking, professional growth opportunities at a local level. We are fellows. We've been able to match them up with mentors at the State Water Board through opportunities like this, working with CABW, as well as early in the year, we were at the Data Water Science Symposium. We were able to provide information exchange. And then, of course, any of the members can have direct input about local events or outreach opportunities. So if you see that there's a need in your local community or academic clubs for more interaction that would be beneficial with Society of Freshwater Science, being part of CalSFS will really help you do that and give you some resources needed to be able to do that. There's also lots of opportunities provided for students in early careers. And even if it's not something that comes from the chapter itself, it can be facilitated or coordinated with the parent society, as well as with local chapter too. We try to support our local students in early careers as much as we can. If you're interested in joining, there's 2 ways to do that. So the first way is really easy. If you are just renewing your membership to Society of Freshwater Science, when you're going through the renew process, there's a little box that gives you options for chapters, and you want to check off California chapter. Make sure you do that. That's really the only time that you can get your California chapter included in with your Society of Freshwater Science parent renewal. If you want to join, you've already joined, you forgot to do that, or you just want to join the chapter, you can email us down here at cal.chap.sfs@gmail.com, and then we'll be able to get you set up as a member today. Next slide. I think I have like one more, because I know we want to get to the session. Okay. Last thing, and this is my groveling, but if you want to support CalSFS, you can donate to us directly, and just know that your donations provide for student travel awards, student early career research support. We have some members that do research and they just can't afford publication fees, so we can help them with that. As well as, there's some students that really want to be a member, but they can't afford the membership either, or they don't have the resources through their institution. And so we can help with them too. So it's really about growing this membership and growing these opportunities for all the members. and for any freshwater scientists here in California. If you'd like to donate directly, you can go through our Venmo, which is down here. It's at CalSFS-John Olson. He's our treasurer. So it's not just some random dude. He's actually our treasurer and he's great. You could also email him if you want to figure out another way to donate via check. And his email is right here, joolson@csumb.edu. And so we appreciate any donations. And the fellows are here today and able to contribute to the society and develop their careers with SFS through donations made possible. So we thank so much for all of that. I think that's it. Do I have another slide? I think I have one more slide really fast. Yeah, okay. So thank you again to Swamp and Water Board. Thanks to the team for having us. We're so excited for day 2 of the CABW CalSFS. And next year will be our 10th anniversary for CalSFS meeting. So we have hopefully we'll have some really cool, fun stuff planned and we'll be able to meet in person. And again, thank you so much for letting us be a part of this meeting. And I hope everybody has a great day too. And we'll see you this afternoon at 1 for the TEK session and panel. Thanks so much, Ali. Back to you.
Thank you, Angela. And yeah, as Angela mentioned, I mean, CalSFS is such an awesome organization. The fellows presented at this year's Data Science Symposium, and everyone was totally blown away with their work. And I mean, we're not surprised we get to work with you guys, but just some really exciting work that's happening throughout the state. So great organization to support and join if you are available to do that. Okay, so, and I'm thinking it's too bad it's on our 30th anniversary next year because we could really do some cool 30-10.
They're off by 1 year, but you know what that means? We get to party for the 10th year for CalSFS, and then we get to party the next year for the 30th CABW. So
that's smart.
2 years in a row.
Totally.